What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are actually going to address the stimulus package update. I'm going to give you an update regarding Medicare. You're going to get an update on unemployment and what we're seeing going on there, and we're also going to dive into an update regarding the child tax credit payments. So if you have any questions on any of the stuff in today's video or something completely different, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful weekend so far, but let's get into the update. Now, regarding the child tax credit payments, the IRS is actually investigating multiple reports because right now there are many parents that are either only getting a partial payment from their child tax credits or they're missing out on months entirely. Probably thinking, well, this doesn't impact me because I haven't missed a payment, or I haven't missed one of the payments that I've received, and everything has been going just great. Here's what I can tell you. Many parents, and I've actually spoken to a few friends of mine, and they have actually had this happen to them. They got the payment in July, they got the payment in, let's say, August, and then the IRS missed the payment in September. Or two people that are pretty close to me got the payment in July. Everything was great in July. They missed the payment in August. Then they got the payment in September. Here's what we know. If you didn't get the payment in July, the IRS sent you two payments in August. But if you didn't get the payment in August, the IRS didn't send two payments in September. No, that's not the way it worked. According to multiple people, an IRS spokesperson has said that when you miss a payment, the IRS will actually send you a payment the following month. Here's the problem. That's not the way it's working for every single person. Many people, okay, if you call the IRS's phone number, okay, I'm not going to give you the phone number. Go to Google, type in IRS phone number, and you should see it, okay? Go to irs.gov and you can get it there. Do not get a phone number from some sketchy website, okay? Just don't do that. Make sure you are actually calling the IRS. Now, according to thousands of people across the internet and many people here in the community, here's what's happening. You call the IRS, you get a hold of an agent. The agents are telling us that if the payment was missed, you won't get it the following month. The payment will actually be sent to you when you file your actual income taxes in 2022. So you need to make sure that you are getting every single payment now. If there's an issue, whatever it may be, make sure you get that addressed today, because according to multiple reports, the payments will come in 2022. And if you need the money now, sorry, you're out of luck. You're not going to get it. That's at least what the IRS is pretty much telling us at this point. But let me ask you guys, have each one of you who actually are getting the child tax credit payments, have you been receiving them on a monthly basis? If so, let me know down in the comment section below, or if you're actually having issues, let me know what's going on with that as well. Now, here's what we know regarding expanding Medicare. And I addressed this the other day. I've actually addressed this for the past couple weeks, that we're starting to see some issues regarding Medicare. Some say we should not see Medicare be expanded by age and then adding vision, dental, and hearing. They say that shouldn't be included. Some say, let's just add vision, dental, and hearing and forget about the age expansion at this time. But some are saying, and we got reports on this a couple weeks ago, that we're going to see vision and hearing, those were going to be implemented over the next year or two. But when it came to dental wasn't going to be added until 2028. And this is one of the reasons why, according to Democrats, they're trying to push for that $1,000 debit card to go out to seniors so they could afford these benefits before they actually get implemented into Medicare. Here's what I can tell you. The reports this morning, they're indicating as to why Democrats currently oppose this current provision. Here's what we know. Right now, some Democrats say they want to expand Obamacare. That should be the priority. Expand Obamacare first. Then we can expand Medicare. So they're only opposing this because they want to expand Obamacare and partially expand Medicare, not fully. The second reason why is because by only expanding Medicare so far, it would actually make the $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill cheaper. And that's the ultimate goal. is to make it a little bit cheaper, bring it closer to $1.5 trillion. Now, we are hearing that Democrats agree that vision and hearing will be included into this provision. However, it is dental that is causing a lot of issues. That's one of the big issues. Will it take until 2028? Some say yes, it's going to take a little while. Is this really going to make the bill cheaper by excluding this? And according to reports, having dental excluded actually brings on more Democrats to support this provision. So we'll see what happens there. But Medicare is just one of the things right now that's currently in this stimulus package that some people oppose and some support. The child tax credit payments, most people support this. It does have bipartisan support. As far as free community college, some people don't support that. As far as increasing the taxes on the wealthy and large corporations, some people don't support that either. And some are saying that that would actually be easier to pass after the midterm election. It would be easier to pass after the midterm election because then lawmakers would have enough time to hopefully satisfy their donors later on, as opposed to trying to satisfy them within months after passing a bill and before they are actually donating to a campaign which they're trying to currently run. So that's creating other issues there. So regarding the stimulus package of $3.5 trillion, President Biden says we're pretty much in a stalemate simply because everybody has a different agenda. But as I know more there, I promise I'll fill you in on that update as well. Again, I just want to thank you guys for watching these videos as well. I've been getting a lot of great comments. I try to read them. I try to read a lot of them, especially within the first hour. Try to answer if I can. So again, thank you guys for always doing that. Also hitting that like button. It really does help out the channel. But the reports this last week, okay? Let's talk about unemployment benefits. According to reports, many of them are stating that by cutting off the unemployment benefits, it actually did very little to fix the economy. That people are not rushing back to get a job because childcare is still an issue. Schools are still having to close down because they're seeing outbreaks in COVID. We're still seeing many people are worried about sending their children to school, so they stay home, homeschool them. Well, we got a problem there, right? Some employers are not hiring back all their workers for multiple reasons. One, they have too many people applying for the position. They're trying to find the right one, the perfect person. That's creating delays. We're also seeing employers are not hiring back people as quickly because some say they don't need as many employees until they can see consistent customers. Let me just break this down too, okay? If an employer, let's say a restaurant, is trying to hire back all their waiters, right? Their wait staff. They're all their cooks and people in the back, right? If they don't have as many customers, let's say throughout the week, they don't need as many employees during the week. If they have just their numbers are hit and miss Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they might not need as many employees during the weekend either, during the rush. So what's actually happening is some of these businesses are actually giving their employees more money per hour in order to hopefully keep them on board while they go through these, times when there's so many customers and times where it's extremely slow. So it's pretty much making up that difference. So that's kind of what we're seeing. And many economists are currently saying that we will not see consistent customers until COVID cases drop and employment is consistent elsewhere. So it's this big never-ending circle. Employers are not hiring people because they want to see consistency. But the employees, the customers, they're not coming back because they're not seeing consistency elsewhere in their job. Right? And that business isn't seeing any consistency, and it just keeps going round and round and round, right? Until finally we break out of that. But that's the problem is many don't expect we're going to break out of that anytime soon. That's a big issue. But let me ask you this regarding employment. Are you seeing more people right now going and getting a different job? Or are you seeing all your friends, family, coworkers, are they staying put? Here's what I can tell you right now. Based off my friends, my family, people that I know, acquaintances, the majority of them are staying put. But I'd say about 4 out of 10, okay, 4 out of 10 people that I know are currently either looking for a new job or in the pretty much transition phase. So yeah, 40%. That's actually pretty substantial, but according to many reports, about 50% of Americans would simply quit their job to go somewhere else. 50% of Americans would quit their job if they have to get a vaccine. But even though 50% of people say they would quit if they have to get a vaccine, when push comes to shove and they actually have to, they will go and get the vaccine. About 30% of people will actually go and get the vaccine. So the other 70% saying they're going to quit. So we'll see if that number stays consistent. I highly doubt it does. But into the COVID news. Here's something that we are starting to see. We are now starting to get the question from many people. Is a natural immunity to COVID the same as a vaccination? If you're not sure what a natural immunity is, it simply means where you have contracted COVID, so now you have the antibodies in your system. Well, multiple reports and studies out of Israel have shown that yes, when you do contract COVID, you do have the antibodies in your system. However, there have been other studies that have shown the exact opposite, that when you do contract COVID, not every single person will keep the antibodies in their system. That's an issue. So, according to multiple health experts, natural immunity is just as effective. If you do receive a natural immunity and you do have the antibodies in your system, which not everybody does, then they are saying that natural immunity, it has an efficacy rate just as high as a vaccination. Now, again, there's certain studies that are doing this. This is not, widespread. This is not something that every single person has a natural immunity. But the question right now is, if you have natural immunity, can you go into restaurants that require a vaccination? Okay, but here's the other question. If you have a natural immunity, how difficult would it be to convince that person or people of getting a booster shot in the future to keep the efficacy rate up? Well, I can tell you right now, my guess is it's almost impossible. If somebody did not get the first vaccine, chances are they're not going to get a booster shot. Why would they? So that's kind of what we're hearing at this point. But again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.